Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, June 13th. And we've got somewhat of a cloudy, hazy, a little bit of foggy morning out there. And we actually have some dense fog advisories over the marine layer over Lake Michigan. As far as the headlines go, we'll see some thunderstorms early this morning. This was not updated. And then we'll see plenty of sunshine for tomorrow and Friday. We've got a very, very warm, sticky weekend coming up, with highs at least into the upper 80s to low 90s. And again, if we look at yesterday, we had a high of 82, a low of 58. Again, our normal high is 78 to normal low is 54, so about 5 degrees above normal here yesterday. As far as rainfall over the last 24 hours, you can see the only location recording any rainfall was Jasper with 0.03 of an inch. If we look at the moisture around the MAC and LAC areas, you can see we had a very, very wet May, but we've had some areas here in the month of June so far that's off to a pretty dry start. Some areas that was welcome, some areas maybe not quite so much. The thumb area could use some rain. And if we look at that more of a graphical format, you can see how we started out in April, a very wet May, and then so far, with the exception of a couple locations, we started out the month of June on a fairly dry note. Temperatures around the area this morning in the mid to upper 60s across most areas. The warm spot 68 in Lansing, the cool spot Marlette at 64.8. Looks like Lakeview Station is down. We'll get that hopefully up and running here very shortly. If we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see a lot of enhanced clouds off to our south. This should be in motion, not sure why it is. But again, most of those clouds will be coming out. We got a cold front that's across Wisconsin this morning, and that may touch off a few scattered showers or thunderstorms, about a 30 or 40% chance in some areas. If you do get a thunderstorm, it could be quite heavy. If we look at the radar this morning, you can see some of those areas of scattered storms, very scattered in Wisconsin. Again, as that front moves across the lake, we may see more develop. Again, right now we don't expect anything widespread, but again, if you get underneath these thunderstorms, it could downpour pretty heavy for a short period of time. On the morning weather map, you can see a series of cold fronts will be moving through the area today, and that'll lower our temperatures, or at least hold them steady around 80 the next couple of days, and we'll see those humidity and dew points go down, only to return in a vengeance here over the weekend. And again, as the timing of the cold front comes through later on this afternoon, you can see a large area of severe storms expected off to our east and southeast. And if we look at the forecasted rainfall amount here from the WPC over the next 3 days, again, not a lot of rain across most of the MAC and LAC areas. Most of it will be confined to the Upper Peninsula back into Wisconsin and Minnesota. But if we look at the 7-day outlook, you can see some beneficial rains by that time will certainly be welcome across much of the area, as we could see at least a ½ inch to an inch as we get into later early next week, when I think we'll have a strong cold front come through the area, crashing into that 90-degree heat on Monday. So Monday night or Tuesday right now, we could be looking at some severe weather as that front moves through the area. And again, quite a bit of precipitation across the Northland. As far as the day one severe weather outlook, or rather this is day two, this will be for tomorrow, you can see a pretty good area of thunderstorms will begin moving out of the plains, but they'll weaken as they get towards the Great Lakes here for the day 3 period. As far as weather watch this morning, again, some beach hazards across portions of the Great Lakes. We have a flash flood warning down near the Toledo area, northern Ohio near Lake Erie, and again, dense fog advisory for the marine areas of Lake Michigan. As far as the forecast goes, you can see today we'll have a high around 80 as some fronts come through the area. We could see a morning shower or thunderstorm. Then I think we'll get mostly sunny this afternoon, and then highs tomorrow behind that cold front around 80 degrees with lower humidities and dew points. Then we begin to warm up Friday, a touch of humidity, and as we get into Saturday, highs in the mid-80s to around 90 with lots of humidity. And boy, right now, as we get through the warm front, we're in the very hot air. Looks like lows Saturday night in the low 70s, and we can see high temperatures well into at least the low 90s as we get on Sunday, and it's going to be very hazy, hot, and humid. So the 3H type of day is coming for Sunday. And that warm air will actually maybe last into Monday. We could see highs in the upper 80s, although the GFS would have us in the upper 70s with the cold front already through the area. So we'll watch the timing on that here through the weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.